The Marine Corps published a concept for the stand-in force in December 2021. The concept was inspired by the threat from the People's Republic of China. However, the ideas, tactics, and concepts from the manual can be employed globally. The security challenges around the world are constant and ever-changing. However, Marines are already forward deployed, ready to protect America's interest. These already forward deployed Marines can also be referred to as stand-in forces.
So stand-in force is trying to show our partnering nations that we have a buy-in and want to be a part of the environment with them and partner with them in their own security, as well as providing our security and our forward presence with our partners. And then as we continue on and you think about the stand-in force presence and the possibility of escalation in that general region of the world, EABO concept, or that expeditionary concept, ties into that because that stand-in force provides that first leg.
Sergeant BaumeisterCastro, Evan J. I'm first squad leader, 2nd Platoon, Kilo Company. Survivability, being able to operate independently as a squad is super important. Like whether it's relying on purifying water on your own or just being and acting separately from the rest of the company, platoon, battalion, it allows you to work more independently.
It definitely takes planning. You have to know the routes. You have to know the terrain. You have to know what your mission is. Like you're not just going out there for a stroll around the park. This morning, for example, we had an ambush patrol. We had our friendly squads, 1st and 3rd squad, pulling down from their position. And we were expecting a Japanese recon team, no more than like 5, 6 guys, to be following them. So we set into ambush, let our friendlies pass, and stay out there for about 2 hours just to expect or wait for them to pass, potentially catch them off guard, not necessarily trying to take them all out, but to harass them enough to push them back, make them rethink how they're gonna attack this objective.
It goes right back to we can sing the Marine Corps hymn and we can pull it all out, right? The time and place is a real thing. Understanding the environments that you operate in, regardless of what it is. So doing things in Thailand and in Korea, Japan during Resolute Dragon, the Philippines during Valakatan, gives Marines exposure to those environments prior to having to operate in them.
You know, shifting to that Pacific region, hopping from island to island, fighting in jungles, fighting in mountains like this. With our near-peer adversaries coming out with this technology, like this is what we need. We're not really fighting and focusing, our assets for the Middle East anymore.
Our goal for the National Defense Strategy is to be able to deter. Today's not the day for Xi Jinping. He should wake up every day saying, today's not the day. Maybe tomorrow, but not today. Because I have to contend with subs, I have to contend with Marine littoral regiments, I have to contend with anti-ship missile capabilities, and the last thing that I think he wants is to see Renhais and Luyangs on the bottom of the ocean.
But Resolute Dragon is very predominant because we are home stationed in Japan, working out of Okinawa and out of mainland Fuji, and all the units and the air wing that we have in Iwakuni. So that resident knowledge together, and the fact that we will be able to establish partnerships and relations prior to having to do a rise in conflict. stand-in force provides me the capability that if I have to lash out and get a hold of that inhuman individual and stop him from doing something bad, that's what the stand-in force does. But the mission of the Marine Corps Infantryman is to close with, destroy the enemy through fire and maneuver. My job, a Marine Infantryman to me, is I go out and I break things and I kill